University. The silver, Georgia Tech. And with a winning time of 7 minutes, 2 seconds, the United States Military Academy with the gold.
Okay, we have a start.
Yep, here we are. This is the men's Frosh Novice 8.
Fordham in 6th, Villanova. Our next event is event 136, the men's freshman novice heavyweight 8 final. This is for the Toby Wallace Bowl. In lane 1, Drexel.
All right, good shot here from the overhead camera. Everything off nice and even. You've got pretty much a straight line across all the crews. There's got a lot of horsepower, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of adrenaline in this. I've got the middle crew, lane 4, which is Temple, out at 45 strokes a minute coming out of the starting block. So at 45, so really clicking along at a high rate of strokes.
Well, just looking at it now after a few hundred meters, it looks like Delaware and Temple are somewhat locked on. Temple may have a slight lead, but that's without taking into account the turn that's coming up. So these two crews are starting to pull ahead of the field. Again, it's Delaware in lane 4 and Temple in lane 3.
These are all big programs, so they have a lot of athletes. So these are the youngest on the team, again, the freshmen and the novices. So it's exciting to watch this adrenaline come out. And you know, 45 strokes a minute for that Temple crew out of this first 20. So as we go into the under the bridge here, Bill will start to look at down range with the binoculars, and we'll be shifting cameras to the 1,000-meter. And there you got it, where you can see them coming through the bridge, lane 1, 2, 3 to the right side of that piling, and 4, 5, 6 to the left side of that piling as they go through and make a turn. So as you can see them making the turn, again, that would be Delaware making the turn first, in my opinion, Bill. That was on just to the left side.
If you look at the separation between lanes 3 and 4, Delaware was hugging the far side, the side they should be hugging, and Temple seemed to take it a little wide.
Yes.
That's not to say that Temple's not ahead, but it definitely, Delaware took the better turn as far as getting around the bridge.
Yeah. But
so
as
you're going to have a real close race. You've got a very strong crew in Delaware. They seem really, really well tied together, 1 through 8. And now their rate of striking,
37 for Temple.
I'm just watching it. They're a solid 37, 37 and a half. And Temple, though, is looking.
They're very strong looking.
This is their course.
Yeah.
So
37 for Delaware.
Let's look at and see how the crews approach the 1,000 meters now. Let's look at our screen.
Yep, looking good now. And again, really locked on to each other. Temple, Delaware, right there in the center. You know, back a bit is Michigan and Drexel, but you know, Temple and Delaware really locked on. And as we go to the perpendicular of this camera angle, really tell us where we are.
Got a 3/4 lead of Delaware over Temple, and then in third place is Virginia A. Michigan A is close in there, followed by Minnesota and Drexel.
Yeah.
So you've got, you know, these crews would be dead even now had they taken the turn the same way. Definitely, Delaware had an advantage on the turn. So
and that was their own doing. That was just a smart coxswain.
Well, you know, you got to take it close. But now it's in the third 500. This is where it's going to make or break Temple in relation to Delaware. Delaware looks as good a freshman crew as I've ever seen row. They're really sharp, smooth, tied together. Great blade work.
I think Temple's moving up on Delaware.
I think Temple is just as fast as Delaware, and I think they have an opportunity to make their mark. And if they're going to make it, they're going to have to do it right now.
Yeah.
What are their rate of striking?
I have Temple at 36.5 and 37 for Delaware, so it's a duel.
Well, Delaware's maintained that cadence the entire race. They haven't gotten below 37.
But take a look now. I think Temple's on the move. I think Temple has got an advantage over over Delaware as we go 500 meters to go.
just from what I saw, I think they're just as fast as Delaware. It's too close to call. I cannot call it from this vantage point.
Michigan's right there too.
You've got Delaware and Temple tied into one another. In third spot, you've got Michigan. In fourth spot, you've got Drexel. In fifth spot, you got Virginia A. And in sixth, Minnesota. These crews are really, really close together.
Delaware 39.
Delaware and Temple. They're so close that they're within several feet of one another. Temple has moved back that 3/4 of a lead. Delaware is taking it up. Delaware has just moved up to 40. Temple is moving up. Temple has cleared it. The boats now.
Oh, this is great.
Delaware has they have half a deck lead.
41.
Delaware over. Temple's now moved it up. Temple's now at 41 strokes a minute. Delaware has to go with them because Temple's going to take this unless Delaware can make a move. It is too close to call. It looks like Temple, Delaware, Michigan A, Drexel, Virginia A, and Minnesota.
Yeah, Temple looked like came across the line about a deck advantage there. So it was great move there. As we walked through that, you had Delaware early on as a lead by a length, half a length, and then Temple drew even, and then Delaware moved up and moved ahead, and then Temple surged to the end to win by about a deck. We can catch you up on a couple of the final results. I'll jump back to the Bob Nygaard